As a political talk show, we just love the goings on at the county council. And 3 weeks after Montgomery County voters decided overwhelmingly to limit the number of consecutive terms the county executive was able to serve from 3 to 2, the most fascinating game for us, the parlor game at Stella B. Warner building, it was not pickleball. It was whether all 11 members of the county council would run to succeed Marc Elrich. Will it be Kate? What about Andrew? Or maybe Will? He runs for everything. And oh, yes, don't forget about Evan. Did I leave anybody out? Yes, I did. There are a few other people that are thinking about running. Maricé, what do you think about all of the speculation about who's running for county executive?
You know what? I love that. I love that tease. And you know what? Will is in. Will is in. He's
I know
for
that
seat. We all
he
know
runs
that.
for everything.
We have. So I think that the business community would prefer Andrew when it comes to, just modernizing and making, I guess, bringing development into the county beyond Pike and Rose, et cetera, and Bethesda. And we know that we have other folks, not just from the council, but Rich Madaleno, who would probably fall within the same, it would be like Marc Elrich 2.0, basically, right? But I think that a good compromise candidate would probably be Evan. So I think Evan would be the best situated because he can speak to the social justice issues, but then the business community does well with him as well.
Well, what we saw the last 2 times that Marc ran for county executive, with so many candidates, all they need is a small minority, a solid voting bloc to win the Democratic primary. And Laurie, just when we thought we could wave, Mr. Elrich a fond farewell in the rearview mirror, in typical Marc Elrich fashion, he announced that he was considering a run for county council at large. So what are we going to do?
I'm not surprised, really. Politicians love staying politicians and can't seem to go back to private life, I guess, even though Marc Elrich is, 70 or over 70, I believe.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know our upcoming president is over 72. So that's, age is not the issue. But, he wants to go at large, wants to run at large. And that's what he was before. From 2006 to 2018, he was termed out there, too. What are we going to do? He has union support still, and I imagine that will stay, especially because he used to be a teacher. And, when you have the Apple ballot behind you, you get a lot more power and ability to win elections. So, but this question on the ballot, it passed with 68% voting for 2 terms versus 3 terms. So, and I want to correct something that that Elrich has been saying. He's been saying that the people who were getting the petition signed were lying to the people signing it. And when I was helping out, I was always told, hey, tell them you're going to move it from 3 terms to 2 terms. And he's saying that we weren't saying that. And it was like people didn't even know there were any term limits at all. And I really don't think that's the case. Most people were explaining and it said so on the petition when you signed it. So he needs to stop with saying things like that.
Well, I don't blame him for being aggrieved. Nobody likes to be.
Well, and if I can say, I'm a former politician that transitioned just very well into private life. That was I only had myself to fall back on. So there we go.
Well, but you have a professional degree and you had a practice before you got involved in in politics, and you're still politically active. So all good. But I think Marc just likes to be a grumpy old man, and kind of just wants to say, well, you're not going to get rid of me too soon. I can run for at-large county, county council. And I want, I don't know the original petition that limited the council to 3 terms, whether or not he's even eligible to run. I assume it was 3 consecutive terms.
Yeah, I think it's 3 consecutive terms. And he's the one known as someone who the county executive that wanted to raise our taxes by 10%. Was it last year or 2 years ago during COVID? And so just if we keep reminding people that, I don't think they're going to go for it.
He's got a strong following.